It's Wednesday, so time to reflect on our well-being. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 practical tips that you can potentially use to help turn your home workstation into more of a health and happiness hub. Because for the foreseeable future, remote working is going to be around for some time. And it's not that it's better to not be in an office or worse, it's just different. However, if I look at the trend over the past few months, so every month I do a masterclass and I organically come up with the content based on what my clients are sharing with me. And yeah, February we looked at a burnout. Last month we looked at how to tune in at the start of your day and tune out, specifically with remote working. And still there was this hunger and this need to understand how can we sustain motivation when we're feeling quite flat and demotivated and it's stressful, right? It's been a year and things haven't really changed. So collectively, we can help one another. And so the theme for next month, April, will be breathing new life into remote working. So whether you're able to go to an office or not, or are working at home, we're going to look at strategies around how you can not give up your health while you're building wealth. And to do that, maybe in a time of inspiration, I thought, well, what are like 2, 3, 4, at most 5 things that we could do or remind ourselves to do? Because often we know this, right? However, as I usually say, common knowledge is not always common practice. So using the acronym of April, we're going to take a look at awareness, because you can't consciously change anything that you're not consciously aware of. So we're going to look at a practical technique around how you can increase awareness, especially around knowing when your body is stressed. Because when we're hyper aroused, well, a whole bunch of things can go wrong, and we don't want that. And then we're going to look at how to bring in more micro pauses, specifically by using the breath. And then we're going to do reality checking, because we cannot expect the same things from ourselves now as we potentially did 18 months ago. And especially not if we're feeling really tired and burnt out and haven't had a chance to recharge fully through social connection and other normal ways like going to the gym or creating more of a sense of balance between work and play life. And then we specifically, and this I'm really excited about, I'm going to have a guest with me, someone who understands and speaks on the breath as a very powerful tool. So I wonder if I should say who it's going to be. No, not just yet. Maybe. Let me think about it. But I've got a really special guest who's going to come and attend and share practical ways of how you can use the breath to inspire inspiration and change your state, but also how we can use the breath, because if we think about when we exhale, we let go of toxins and carbon dioxide. And we're also going to look at how you can let go of negative emotions and pent up stress so that you feel more grounded, more happy, more better able to enjoy your evenings and time off, so that you don't feel burnt out and tired and fatigued. So I hope that you'll put this into your diary. Yeah, let me go that way. Because registrations are now open, and you can come and join me and my guest, Steve Savides, where we'll take a look at 5 things that can help you to practically and in a playful way, because goodness knows we could do with some play, right? Health and well-being can be very serious. And if it's something that we're going to do lifelong, because there's no destination here, we don't arrive. Even myself, my guest Steve, nobody gets to the destination. There's always something that we could do in order to optimize our well-being. And we might as well have a good time doing it, because it's hard to have fun and feel stressed at the same time. So come along and join us, where we'll practically work through these 5 things. And you will definitely leave with at least one thing that you could put into your own personal circumstances, no matter what your circumstance is. So if you have any particular questions or you'd like to know more about what I've shared, I'm curious to know what's interesting for you around awareness and pausing and microcharging and compassionate reality checks and inspiration, specifically through the breath and letting go. I think we might also have a conversation around practical ways to create more boundaries, because it's often when we don't have boundaries that these things go wrong. We lose track of awareness. we don't quite have a proper reality check, and it's hard for us to feel inspired or to take breaks. Come along and join us, and between now and then, bring your awareness to your breath. And if you can have a mindful minute where you tap into how many breath cycles you're taking, that can be a great anchor and awareness tool. So ideally, we should be taking single-digit breath cycles in a minute. So between 6 and 8 breath cycles in a minute. And that can help you to not get pulled into the hyper-aroused potential stress response, which then ends up pulling blood flow away from your digestive system, reducing immunity, giving you a lizard hijack wizard moment in your brain. And I'll explain all of this. Come along and join me for the masterclass. And until then, breathe deeply and often. Sante.